So recently on stream, a lot of you guys have been asking me, what is the fastest way since convoys had been nerfed? And yesterday, well, today, we finally got the news that they are going to be unnerfed, right? So I already had knew this was coming. This was actually put out a while back by dev that they were going to revert the changes. So if you read right here, 17.3 that goes live tomorrow, which if you guys are watching it on Tuesday, well, reverted the resource convoy XP gain reduction for TU 17.2 to previous values. So what that means is you should be getting a huge chunk of XP, and that means now it will be the fastest way to farm shade levels, farm season levels if you still haven't finished those. So as of right now, starting on the 9th of May 2023, convoys will be reverted. And if you guys haven't figured out how to do those, if you haven't watched the video, they're a great way. They're very fast, they're very efficient, and that's why they're so good to do. Now, if you guys can't do these with directives on, well, you're not going to get as much XP. But I'll show you a build near the end, really quick rundown, and I'll actually put a link to the exact build and give you a slower breakdown for it. 100% this right here is going to be the fastest and most efficient build to run these convoys, and you won't have to put much effort. You don't even have to shoot a bullet, and if you put the directive that you don't only have pistols, it makes a lot more sense. And you can see the skills do everything for you in this situation. You just collect the loot and then you run back. There's always 2 waves for resource convoys, right? Not elite, but regular resource convoys. There's always 2 waves, and that's it. You finish it, you get it. And what you guys might have noticed, the same XP that is shown is what you guys get. So if you guys want to get the most XP possible, you want to put on heroic, and then you want to put all the directives. I recommend turning off scavenge skills. The only reason why is because it's going to mess with you getting through these fast. So even with 4 directives, you're good. Then what you want to do is reset all the control points and then apply those changes. Now, once everything resets, what you want to do is look for these convoys. As you can see, we have all the convoys here, and they're going to give us 293,000 XP. Now, remember, this is going to be significantly improved once you guys get the XP tomorrow, or if you're watching it tomorrow, today. So once this goes live, you should, I believe it's about 500,000 plus 600,000. Like you just have to double check. We'll definitely check it tomorrow, but it should be back. And this is going to be 100%. You guys see how fast they are. Once you find these convoys, you can just fast travel to little checkpoints, the control points, activities nearby, and then run to them. And as you guys do these, you guys will start to learn the doors that they come out. They either come out the manholes on the ground or they come through the door. So we kill these guys right here. And then I already know, I play this game so much, I know the spawn points for this one. It's going to be this door to my right. So all I do is drop the fire starter there. I light it up, right? I double tap the trigger. Boom, they're on fire. And then they're going to come out again. This is the second wave. All I have to do is kill these guys. Same thing, boom. You do it one more time. And I have to watch out because there was a propaganda broadcast next to us. But once that one dies, just gotta wait for him to die. He's about to die right now. Just collect it, right? And then you collect it, and then you'll get the XP. But you see how quick that was? What, maybe a minute? So you can probably do these about a minute to a minute 30 and get a huge chunk of XP, and then you run to the other one. So that's why this has always been one of the fastest ways for you guys to get XP in the game. 100%, and these tend to spawn all the time. Recommend the more red control points you have on your map, the more of these resource combos you will get spawning, going from one control point to another. So that's something for you guys to keep in mind. The great thing about this is your skills should be able to do everything for you. So you see, we already made it to another resource convoy. The first one's gonna hit, and the great thing about this is you only have to hit one group. Even if one guy runs away, the status will transfer. The one issue I had at this point is I wasn't sure if they were going to spawn to the left or behind me. But once I found out where they spawned, then my goal was to at least get one of them on fire, and that way he could transfer that burn to another enemy. And then I had this guy. But I knew that the spawn point, right, for this door was back here. So what did I do? I ran towards it. I knew it was in this general area. Wasn't sure exactly. I thought it was this one. So what I did is I got him here. I put him on fire, and then I just waited to see And yes, it was this door. And then I just got to get these guys on fire. And it's that simple. That's what's cool about this build. That's what's cool about this method. Very efficient, very easy. And it's not a hard build to put together. You can actually run this together very quick. You don't have to have any expertise level at all. And then you just run over here. And then all I'm going to do right now is pick this up and then I'll collect it. So let me show you the build real quick and show you what build I'm using. This is probably the easiest build for new and returning players to farm and then put together. So if you don't have an exotic piece, don't worry about it. Let's talk about it. So you want to have a 4-piece Eclipse. You want to have the backpack, the gloves, the holster, not the holster, the knee pads, and the chest. And the reason why is because that's where it's going to perform most efficiently. So you're going to have status effects and skill haste on all pieces. And if you want to put skill damage on a piece, you guys could. But status effects on all of your Eclipse Protocol pieces, they should be all yellow. And that's going to create that amount of damage you're going to get. So you want the backpack, chest piece, the gloves, and the knee pads. Now the knee pads and holsters can switch. But then the other piece you guys want to have is you want to have one golden piece. And then if you can get the vial mask, 100%. If you can't get the vial mask, put a wyvern piece on and then just use it for the extra skill damage you can use for your turret. So you're going to have 2 skills, right? You're going to have the chem launcher, fire starter, and then you're going to have the striker drone. What I'll do is I will put a link for this in the description if you guys want to see a slower breakdown of this. And then obviously we're just running any pistol you want, any talent you can put in sync on there. But that's the build. This method 100% is the fastest way to farm these objectives. Remember, put as many directives as you can. I personally run 4 most of the time, even when I'm farming. Some people like 5, but since I am using 2 skills, it doesn't work as efficient, especially scavenge skills. It's gonna ruin your, especially when you shoot the chem launcher. So that's why having that one off, having the other ones, running the same exact build I showed you, it's going to be the most fast and efficient way for you to farm shade levels and farm those seasonal levels. So if you haven't finished your seasonal track, start doing this. If you haven't finished your shade levels, start doing this. Remember, this goes live tomorrow with 17.3. That is May 9th, 2023. So if you guys watched this beforehand, well, there you go. Don't forget, change the difficulty, heroic, use the build I showed you, put the directives on, turn off scavenge skills, and reset the control points. Very simple. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. Hopefully you guys tomorrow start grinding those levels. I plan on doing that on my PC account, and we are going to be getting our shade level watch up so that way we can start knocking these out. I'm going to wrap up the video here, guys. Hey, appreciate the support, appreciate the love. I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, hey, nothing but skills out. Take it easy, everybody.